Okay, so we're out at harvest. We had a fairly big storm last night. Well, not storm, but a lot of wind. And you can see on this net here that the icing is a problem. So the ice is built up and bent our cages right over. And that's a concern. So Jan's suggestion was to get some tarpaulins, some nylon tarps, tie them to the top rail and down back to the water. And he has had success doing that in Maine. He said icing was a continual problem in Maine, and that the ice ends up sloughing off the tarps and into the water. I kind of understand that, but it seems to me that if you put a tarp there, and you would also be looking at then the tarp gets iced up. So we're here to do a harvest. I'm here to observe the harvest today, and so if you look at this net that we're going to be harvesting on, we also have lots of ice on this net, and you look at all the way around the edge of the net here, it's all frozen, and we have to do this to get the seine net broken up. So this can't be good for morale. This has to be hard. So the guys are throwing a bit of ice and seeing if they can get the fish to come up. But this is no wonder the guys don't want to do this. In Canada, you wouldn't. There's no way in hell these guys would be doing this. And of course that's going to be ripping the net, and then you're going to get holes in that seine net. And that seine net, there's no way that seine net's in good enough shape to do a harvest. So we need to really think about how to do this better than what we're doing here. So I wonder for the de-icing crew, I wonder whether a steam cleaner would do it. Pressurized steam cleaner. Because ice is just going to keep building up and keep building up and keep building up. Okay. Okay, this is harvest Dunan style. I'm not going to show this video to anybody in Canada because I will never get anybody to come here. Okay, we have luckily only 100 harvest fish to do today. The seine net, which is this one, is covered in ice. Can't get the seine net into the water. We're using it as a catch net at the moment. Luckily only 100 fish. fish are hungry. They've been on starve for a few days now. The whole pen's on starve, and they were worried that they have to put them back on feed, but I said no, we don't need to put them back on feed. There's a lot of fat in these fish. LongYangXia chocker. Okay, and so they get tossed into this boat, and the net is just floating around in there. Fish are scaling themselves up in the net, and yeah, no oxygen in here, no flow, and probably by the time we get to the wharf they'll be like they were the other day, which was pretty much heading into death. So then you get into the gaping problems and everything else associated with lack of oxygen during transport and CO2 buildup in the body and hormones. So lots to improve upon. But yeah, this is pretty tough for the guys. And we have on my left, hey guys, turn around. We have John. This is John.
Chinese star.
Yeah. And then next to John we have Mr. He.
Hi.
Hi. And then next to Mr. He we have Mr. Wu.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm gonna put my video camera away again. But that's our harvest in the winter time. Very tough go for the guys. Luckily only 100 fish today. Sometimes they do 500 like this. Okay.